All right. Well, welcome everybody into our History of Aviation podcast live stream. We are doing it live with Dave Gorman and Bruce on the road to EAA AirVenture. But first, let me give a shout out to our own David Rowe, who is on vacation this week. We wish him safe and happy travels for sure.
May I now present a cultured, sophisticated man about town.
Mr. Dave Gorman on the road.
Love to, but we will try our best. I do wish that Mr. Rowe were in the back seat of this car with us right now, and I know he's going to have a great time down in Florida. But so sitting beside me with the doing the driving honors is our good friend of the show and fact checker extraordinaire, Bruce Kawakami. And I've told Bruce not to look over at the camera. He needs to concentrate on what's out in front of him.
Exactly, definitely.
He likes to live dangerously, as do I, because I'm riding in a car that he's driving. But we've got about 6 hours to go out of our total 9 or 10 hours, rather, up to Oshkosh. This is trip number 7, I think, for us. Could be 8. It's funny, and not trying to brag, but they do tend to run together a little bit. It's really a great way to spend a week. We'll go up today. We'll be coming back next Sunday, so we'll spend 8 days up there and see 7 days of shows when all is said and done. So it's a great time, and we stayed with a friend the first couple of times we went. Now we stay at a dorm at the University of Wisconsin Oshkosh. They have accommodations there that are really kind of Spartan, but exactly what you need when you're spending most of your time outside looking at airplanes anyways. So Oshkosh is a really beautiful city, and they get overrun once a year by thousands of plane crazy people, and we're thrilled to be going back and being a part of that crowd.
And we're going to be doing go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Now you go ahead.
I was going to say we're going to be doing live streams and a podcast from the adventure there.
Yeah, I'll be checking in, giving a daily update, and we hope to hear from some of our listeners. If there are any aircraft, we'll try to share some lists of some of the planes that are on the field, and if there are some up close and personal walk around type things that you want us to do, to shoot some video of and show some pictures of, we could personalize that for you and get some feedback from what you might want to see. There's some fantastic aircraft that are going to be there, including some that we've seen in the past that still kind of take your breath away. A U-2 spy plane is going to come in again, and hopefully a B-52 is going to fly over. Those things are always awesome. The NASA Super Guppy, which Bruce and I got to see with David back in a few years ago in St. Louis, a year and a half ago, almost in St. Louis. This time it's going to come in during the show. Going to fly during the show, Bruce?
I'm not sure. There are rumors it might fly, arrive during the show, but it will be on display on the main plaza Monday through Wednesday.
So it's going to be there for a couple of days. The Super Guppy transports things for NASA. It's a very unusual looking plane, one to look up. You just Google Super Guppy, and it's not going to take you to an aquarium shop, but I can assure you. Pretty fantastic. They're going to have an even larger cargo hauler that's going to be there. This one made by Boeing. The what's it called? The Dream Lifter?
Yeah.
And the Dream Lifter sometimes flies over Knoxville when it's on its way from the Boeing plant in Seattle down to the Boeing plant in the Charleston, South Carolina area. Going back and forth, occasionally as it flies over, it's at 35 or 40,000 feet. Bruce, you've managed to get some pretty good pictures of it, because even at that distance, that altitude, you can tell what it is. It's a monstrous aircraft. And what are they carrying when they're flying from plant to plant? What are they putting in this thing?
Well, it's parts for the Dreamliner passenger jet.
So the 777?
787.
787.
So it's built in different locations, and so they move the parts around. And like you said, Charleston is Boeing has a large plant there that they assemble the Dreamliners.
So they're assembling the Dreamliners in Charleston, but they're bringing fuselage pieces across country that they load up in this aircraft. It's just a
very nice,
more efficient way for them to build it in South Carolina. So we're going to see that. It'll be the first time I've seen one on the ground. I know some of our fans have seen them up close and personal. Looking at you, Cameron. And we're excited. We hope to be able to do a live remote with Cameron, who is a great kid out of Knoxville who loves aircraft. He and his family are going to be at their very first AirVenture. They're coming up, I guess they'll be in Friday. They'll be at the show Saturday and then heading back on Sunday. So we'll look to hook up with them and get some interview from a first timer, from an awesome kid who's 14 going on 15, who is going to be having some of the best days of his year.
very much so.
We'll get some update from him on that. So some really cool stuff. None of the jet teams are performing, but it doesn't matter when it's AirVenture. There'll be over 10,000 aircraft on the ground. Big displays of current and former active military aircraft. There'll be World War II airplanes. There'll be Korean War airplanes. There'll be Vietnam War airplanes. There'll be some big aircraft, MiG-29s and MiG-23s, MiG-19s that'll be flying. So some really, really cool things coming up that we can't wait to see.
Definitely, and we'll be doing updates from there. We'll let everybody know on all the social media what times we'll be going live for these remotes from EAA AirVenture.
Absolutely, can't wait to update you guys. And please, as we said, in your comments on any of those platforms, let us know if there's anything there that you want to see. Once I get a chance and get settled, I'll make some lists of some of the things that are on the field that I'll post, so you can know what we can see. Okay.
Good deal. And we'll definitely keep all that updated, and you guys be safe.
Will do. We look forward to catching up with you in about 24 hours.
Sounds good. And in this case, thanks for watching the History of Aviation podcast. See you guys.
Absolutely. We'll see you.